Okay, y'all, so in a very short time, Power Book of Ghosts 2 will return with its third season. Now, a lot of bodies have been dropped, a lot of things have happened between these first two seasons. Now, what I am very interested in knowing is how Monet Tejada and Diana Tejada will react with each other in this new season. We all know that Diana dropped a bomb on everybody, and I do mean everybody. She dropped a bomb that would change the course of everything and that would affect everyone in her life. Diana decided to tell the secret that Monet Tejada was actually Zeke Cross's mom.
Did you leave? You're her whole plan to get out the life.
Diana, stop.
No, Mom's been staging her exit for weeks. From the game and from you, Poppy. Real quick. I mean Zeke's dad. That's your mother.
Mo!
What's up, y'all? It's your girl EJ, and I am back, y'all. Now, we're going to be talking about Monet and Diana in this particular video. Now, if you are new to the channel and you like it over here, then make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications because we're going to be talking about Power Book of Ghosts 2 all season long, y'all. Let's get into it. Now, y'all, it felt like your girl Diana was trying to hurt Monet when she exposed this huge secret. But now, not only did this hurt Monet, but it actually hurt Zeke the most. Zeke ended up losing a lot from this revelation because not only was it revealed that he was her son, but that he also was much older than what he thought he was. Zeke Cross was actually in his early 20s. He was when he thought that he was actually 19 years old. This messes up his whole NBA draft prospect. And because he didn't know, it wasn't his fault, but the world wasn't going to see it that way. The world was going to see that Zeke tried to cheat. Now, I guess the bigger question is will Monet actually forgive Diana for what she's done? Does Diana even want to be forgiven? Does Diana even feel remorseful at all for what she's done, for the pain that she's caused everyone? And the one thing that she doesn't seem to know just yet, that she ultimately caused Zeke's death. Maybe not directly, but she definitely did it indirectly. Now, based on the description that they released for this season, it says that Monet Tejada, set ablaze by the death of her son Zeke Cross, is willing to pay a hefty price to avenge her firstborn and keep the rest of her children and the business in line as she works closely with Davis McLean to solve Zeke's murder and keep the feds off her trail. Now, we all know that Monet is not going to rest until she knows who killed Zeke and why. Now, we all know who killed Zeke, and to be honest, it was kind of messed up. You know, Diana seems to have always had her nose in everyone's business. I mean, she just can't seem to help herself for whatever reason.
You blame us?
I wouldn't have told Lorenzo.
Half the shit that happens in this family is because you can't keep your mouth shut and you are always in everybody's business.
Now, we all know that because she told her father what was in that bag, this caused him to run off and try to kill Mecca. The only problem is that he didn't kill Mecca at all. He actually killed Zeke because he thought that Monet was basically going to betray them and not get rid of Mecca like she said she was. But when Monet returned home and said that she shot Mecca, and when it was all over the news that it was at his home, Lorenzo looked astonished because he just killed someone that was getting onto the plane. Now, even though Diana wasn't the one who actually pulled the trigger, her actions actually caused the trigger to be pulled. Now, I really can't see Monet messing with Diana this season. After all, she started this entire mess when she exposed that secret. And it's no secret that Diana is a daddy's girl. After all, she stole that money right out of the safe to pay Davis so that she could get her daddy out of jail. And every time she seems to get into some trouble with her mom, it feels like she runs to her dad. So we know that Diana really has no real love for her mom. And I don't want to say that she doesn't love her, I guess like that. But we definitely know that if she had to choose, it would always be Lorenzo every single time. And I feel like personally, like Diana would definitely go against her mom, and I don't think that she would stand by her side if it came down to Lorenzo or Monet. Now, on a clip that was just released on today, we are going to see that Diana is going to try to feed her mom food, and her mom is like, get away from me. She doesn't want to have anything to do with her. Her mom basically tells her to just kick rocks, you know. And when she gets in there and she's talking to her dad, and her dad is like, look, your mom is going through something. And Diana goes on to say, like, look, it's not my fault. She's acting like it's my fault. It was her who lied. It was her who kept the secret. It's not my fault. And for whatever reason, it feels like Diana can never accept when she's done something wrong. Yes, it's not your fault in the sense of someone keeping a secret, but it is your fault for how the secret came out. It is your fault for exposing it the way that you exposed it. You didn't have to expose it like that. If we're just keeping it real, she could have pulled Monet to the side and been like, look, I know about your little secret. You need to come clean with it. Like, she could have given her the opportunity to tell Zeke in a different type of way, in a better setting. But no, she just had to drop the bomb, and she just had to play her trump card, and she just had to do all these extra things because this is what Diana does. And then she wants to play the blame game. She wants to be the victim when it's all said and done, when she's the one who caused the problem. She's done this time and time and time again. I don't understand how anybody could actually trust her at this point, even after what she did in that whole situation with Tyreek. When she goes back to steal the drugs, I'm just like, who can trust this chick at this point? I mean, Monet has definitely taught her well, and don't think that I'm giving Monet any passes whatsoever. I'm strictly speaking on the fact that Diana caused Zeke's death indirectly, and that Monet is more than likely not going to be able to forgive her when she actually finds out the entire story. And once again, I honestly don't think that Diana even gives a care at this point. It's my prediction that Diana is going to be the one who finds out that Lorenzo was the one who killed Zeke. She's going to figure it out, and she's going to put 2 and 2 together, but she's not going to tell anyone. As much as Diana talks, as much as she loves to run her mouth, as much as she just can't stay out of anyone's business, this is going to be the one secret that Diana is going to keep. And this is probably going to be that one thing that's really going to push these two over the edge. So I don't see these two making any reconciliation anytime soon, unless something traumatic happens that pulls them back together in some way, form, or fashion. But for right now, I think Monet is on a hunt for the person who killed her son, and indirectly, because Diana has something to do with it, she's going to be caught in the crossfires along with it, and she's going to catch Monet's wrath, y'all. So anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this whole situation with Diana and Monet. Will Monet actually forgive her daughter Diana, y'all? Go ahead and get the conversation started down below. Meanwhile, if you like this video, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to your girl channel. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you do not miss out on any future Power Book of Ghosts 2 videos. Now, if you are a fan of Power, then you might just be a fan of Snowfall as well. And let me tell you, last week's episode was lit, and I'm telling you all about my top moments from last week's episode. So go ahead and check that out now, guys. Until next time, peace.